Am I actually going to be able to investigate Byaku without you, like, pushing me? I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. We just kept on walking towards his destination. Where are we going? Dad, are we there yet? Dan? Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? The library? Come on, let's go in. The archive? Do I get to go into... Dad, do I get to finally go into your study? I don't think you wanted me to investigate the room. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library? He would be very disappointed. Just a wee bit. I feel like this would be the dad that would always put you down. Like, you could get first place and he was like, why didn't you get 0th place? There is no 0. There's nothing better than first place, Dad.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Okay, let me just... Archive? If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, okay. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Oh my god. More books? Story, it's your library. Wow, there's so many books and files. And so much dust. Oh my god, my allergies would be going like crazy in here. You could have done better. You were supposed to beat them by 10 points. Not exactly. You're supposed to get an A+, not an A.
So in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, I can talk. What is up in this corner? What's right here? Excuse me? You see that, right? There's like a little, I don't know if you can see it over the stream raiders. There's something in this corner that blinks. Oh, it's a camera. I was trying to look at it. Screw you, camera. It's a camera. I was like, what is this? This shelf is stuffed right to tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's a report on on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? So it's about like an investigation into a presidential assassination? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in. Oh, because then he would know and then he'd have to be killed because he knows too much. Without making a sound, I returned the file. Just gonna put this back. Don't want, no thank you. What about this box? There's a wooden box, it's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved to be very useful while I was in the library. That's how you plugged the lamp in. An extension cord, huh? I could see the rings that make the extension cord, so that seems pretty legit. There's another lamp. Oh, it's a dusk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byaku using in the light.
What?
Wait, was she tied up with the extension cord? I don't remember. I've heard we didn't really check to see what Chihiro was tied up with. Was she tied up with the extension cord? That would make sense why he said we need to come here. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Oh, thank you. Looks like rope. It looked like rope, but again, anything could be used as rope, really. You could technically use a shirt as rope. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelves. What's in all of these things? Enough. Those documents are well, you're the one that told me to come in here and investigate, sir. Dangerous. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a commoner. Oh, so like, even behind the president. Like, the president's not really in control. It's like somebody else. You mean like members of the Diet or something? Of the Diet? No, I mean like the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. But then he's looked in it. So he doesn't want me to look, but he's looked. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. What's behind you? There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelves. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. Oh, so these are like, this archive is like a room full of stuff that people don't want you to see. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh! So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified governmental documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? Of course, because he, you know... This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Also, that it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. Sorry. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the natural nature of things. If you don't pull your punches, you don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what do you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? I mean, he does have a point. My normal and your normal are going to be different. But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Is that what he's been reading this whole time? Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our... You have a reading room with secret files in it too? Oh yeah, my dad had one of those too. Trust me, mine wasn't as big, but you know, I had one of those too. I'm just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. Oh, look at all the love emotes. I love those. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. His family's a part of that council. Such a great parenting. My family was a member of that council, I figured. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. So he secretly controls the world. Like, we think it's the president and the Senate and all those people, but in actuality, it's this family. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the material gathered here are the real thing. Huh. Byaku's actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. Oh, so he's really intrigued by Genocide Jack. At the top, Byaku grabbed a specific file from the shelf. Right. This is a complete case file. Oh, wow, it's actually there. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodless is written in the blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. So the only way that people would know that is if they knew the files. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characters where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and their higher ups. Hence why he thinks it's actually Genocide Jack. But how somebody in the media ever found out. I got you, Top Hat. Huh. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting. I don't even think that would be the word I would use. I'm just saying. Mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could you kill so how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question, but in fact the answer is quite simple.
In other words,
the culprit isn't a copycat, it's the real Genocide Jack. Who?
In other words...
That's right, there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. No, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what... Wait. Now, don't you think it'd be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show it to you. Really? 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 Really, Byaku? Byaku, about the Genocide Jack case files. Could you let me see
That's
it?
fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay I guess it's fine this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Why not? Why don't I show people? Oh, that face. Byaku handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense nerves. Why did they make it look like a book? Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scenes of each crime had all been collected. They're all positioned very similarly. They all are like strung up like similarly, like almost in a cross faction. This is kind of scary. It is a little bit freaky. The names of the Genocide Jack victims ran on for several pages. Ken Haraday, 32, Toshuhiro Honda, 17, Soji Jaku, 23, Kanu Isai, 14, Takashi Yoshida, 30. Wait, they're all guys, right? So far it seems like they're guy names. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gonu, Uchida Nahishi, Takisha... I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. Takashi Masamune, Yuto Yamajima, and there was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's cat-led victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of the every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. I'll take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. So they even suspected it was a child. Even a 14. They even killed. That's fairly young. But again, if it's another student killing students, it makes sense. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but that when they did leave, they were in a panic. Ooh, I don't know. Toko's looking really suspicious because an eyewitness has never come forward. It's unlikely there was any external reason for this. Wait, because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the subject may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder, multiple personalities. Celeste? I don't think Celeste. I think Toko. Truthfully.
So in other words...
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story? Yes, Mokoto. But there was a 32-year-old too. True. I'm just saying, like, 14-year-old may seem young, but if it's another student, it's not as young as you think. But yeah, for somebody... Well, Toko's not that strong, though. For Toko to be able to, like... She would either have to sneak up on somebody that's 32 years old, or be able to catch them off guard. Because that's like... I would think a 32-year-old would be able to, like, best her. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Has been added to the truth of Bolson.
Let's go.
You need someone fit and ready to be honest. All right, we should get going soon. I mean, she could lie to them and make them feel insecure, or not lead them into a false sense of security. That's what I meant. Sorry. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business. Here. Oh, okay. Bye, Byaku. I guess we're leaving. Oh wait, Byaku. You know, I feel like this is supposed to be a team effort. I'm just saying, it feels like it's very one-sided. As usual, Byaku turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Are we going back to the locker room? Her size might be her advantage. That's true. Because again, it would create a false sense of security because they'd be like, oh, I don't have to worry about a little girl like this. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
Time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, welcome. Oh, bye. And just like that, he was gone. And just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. Well, I thought we had something, Byaku. chicken bat is gone. And in the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. Same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Turns out he's the one that killed Chihiro, and that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go, investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the other things might have come up with some, the others, not the other things. With info I might be find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Well, let's go back to the scene of the crime. Stream Element is like the banker. You're like trying to give the banker money. I have all major systems, but PlayStation I play on the most. I get that. Like, I have a lot of consoles, but I play on PC the most. I want a PSN gift card too. Everybody's like, a gift card? You want to get out of here. What do you want? What? Has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Well then, go on. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just...
That's it.
But I get to that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Lundenberg said she... Wait, Miss Lundenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really, what did she say? He used to tell me it's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? So I have to go talk to Celeste. Let's check the boys' locker room. There's dirt. What is this? Something's here. That's the first thing I spot. The poster's different. Somebody switched the posters. The strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Did she die in the men's locker room? I could see her dying in here, and then they move like the poster, the carpet, and everything into the girls' locker room and make people think that they died in the girls' locker room, but they actually died in the men's locker room. Hence why Leon's e-handbook is broken, because somebody used it like to get in the men's room, and then they broke it to make sure that no one would find out. Because look, the poster's different. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. You don't say. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. I don't see why write this down in your little notebook, Makoto. It's like, this seems very important information. Anything in the pool? I don't think so. Unless there's something in the locker. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not. No. Nope. Anything over here? No, not that I see. Now, let me see. Wait, people have moved around in this room.
Damn.
Yeah, Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness!
I don't like when Sakura's angry. Equality? To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. That's a wretched beast. What a wretched beast would, what a wretched beast to do such a thing. And I cannot forgive this. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay, she's just angry. Hi, Coco. Hey, Coco, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking, but I have to keep going. I have something unrelated to something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But,
so then.
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. So I think her handbook actually might be the broken one. So somebody took Leon's and switched her broken out one out with Leon's. Why are there 2D people? Can they see each other when they stand next to each other? Listen, story. It's stylized story. With that, Coco turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's handbook has been added to the truth bulletin section of your handbook. Bye, Mundo. Dude, it had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I needed is to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But does you really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Chihiro's complex, where did it come from? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Tanaijo. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyways. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. That's not rope, that's an extension cord. I was right about the extension cord. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of a crucifix position. Huh. The rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status on the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure out that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. It looks like it came from the front then. It looks, because there's a lot of blood here, but also like what I think what Makoto's saying is that in the Genocide Jack cases, there's a scissors that's always involved. There's always like stabs. The cause of death is always being stabbed, whereas here it was bludgeoning. And the way she's strung up is with rope instead of using scissors to hang her up. So there's like two. It's the serial killer's what do you call it? Like way of killing has changed. Sorry, did you notice the rope thing? That case one more time. I don't have to look at her anymore. You're gonna look at this? There's a blood stain on the carpet. Could only have been caused by... That's not what I'm talking about. This Makoto. The big blood stain on the dumbbell on the floor. The file said that the fatal injury could have been and the murder weapon. Okay. I don't think this will change anything. The word bloodless is written on the wall in blood, just like in all those Genocide Jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. And you won't let me look at the body anymore, I don't think. I think I have to go back to the library. Discrepancy? It seems like... Wait. The door leads to the pool. Oh, wait, I don't want to go to the pool. There's more to check? The poster. It's a bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the locker, in the other locker room that's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big breasted swimsuit model. Could the poster have been switched? But if they were, why and what reason would anyone have? Because I'm guessing Chihiro got killed in the boys' locker room, but got posed in the girls' locker room. Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. That would be... The only one I would know about the locker rooms is Monokuma. Monokuma, right? Hi, Sakura. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it's open. Something Hina and I used it, together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the poster in the boys' room and the girls' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
So I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
However,
I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? Like, we have protein coffee? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix the protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyways, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. Somebody switched. Chihiro was killed in the men's locker room. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up, but still, it isn't usually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with. Yeah. Do you want me to go to the boys' locker room now? Yeah, let me go to the boys' locker room again. I want to see if Makoto puts two and two together now. Because he should. Hopefully. What's this mysterious stain on the ground? Might be coffee. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Really? Makoto? Oh my god, I swear to god, Makoto! The window box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. You're not gonna say anything about it? I want to take another look at the genocide case. I know it's around here somewhere. Huh, it's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who could do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byaku. Byaku, I swear to God. Wait. What? I just noticed this as I was trying to leave the room. There's a thick layer of dust on the top of the desk. Then maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Look at the plug. The shelf is packed tight with books. Looking at it, maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Not the lamp. The lamp, Makoto. Not the book, Makoto. I swear to God. Look at the lamp. The lamp. Thank you. Oh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on it, and it was definitely right there. Huh! Books! I'm like, stop! Oh, that's right. Byaku was using an extension cord. Oh, but there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... I've been added to the section of notebook. Is that it? Oh my goodness gracious. I still think it's Toko. It's very, like, obvious. Because it's split personality disorder. She's the only one that's kind of showing it. What's a duel? A duel, you duel somebody else for buttons. So, like, you could do, like, exclamation point duel Maddie for 10,000 buttons. But you have to have 10,000 buttons yourself to be able to duel 10,000 buttons. So it's a way to take buttons from somebody else. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her there? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Oh, of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. I'm sure God created outer space and donut. That's a weird combo. Really? But Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with any other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all girls. Did she not like girls? Was she terrified of other women? Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Maybe she's just intimidated. Maybe she's has girl crushes. It is kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh, wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. It's kind of been added to this truth, but where are you, Celeste? There you are. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It's absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels and an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What?
Indeed.
Really? This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
She's about to go work out. She's got a workout bag.
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
There's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. It's in the trash compactor, isn't it? Has been added to the truth bullet section of your handy book. Wait, that's it? No. Don't you do it. I swear. There, I think I ruined the steak today too.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
No, that's not how this works, Mr. Bear. You wait in that seat. I think you ruined the stakes today. Time for trial. Is it really? I don't think you wouldn't ruin
It's
stakes.
the moment you've all been
Wolfie?
waiting for. The class trial.
I swear to God, Bear.
You remember where to meet, right?
No, Bear, I would not remember the
Let's go
giant big
through
red
the
door.
red door on the first floor of the school.
Swear to God, Monokumo. Yes, that's according to story I do. Oh my God.
See you soon.